I seen, well, I gotta wait till everybody gets, wait till the clicks. I seen some people's up in the chat. All right, are we in? Are we in? Can you hear me? We're in. What is up? Good Sunday. Surprise! I seen Karen, a couple Karens in there. Blue Amaryllis, LRG. What's up, my man? Rosella, Darlene. Good afternoon to you. So we'll let it roll here for a minute. I'm on the live chat there. All right. So good day, good day. How are we going? Andrea Myers, hello. Thank you for the membership. If it was you gifted or you got it, either or. Carolyn B, what is up? Good morning, good day. Depending on where you're at, will depend on what time it is. Margie, Joanne from Ocala. Tammy in Canada, Sandy Snyder, hello. Woohoo! Made it. Made the lie. The lie. Made the live. I forgot the V. What is up? No, just totally like me. Lucy Lou, good to see you. For sure. Patty B, good day. Howdy, Patty B. Hello. 42 people already. Wow. Well, thanks a lot. Darlene, thanks for the smiles and laughter you give me. Absolutely. Well, you know, that's why I'm on here today, because me and Julie we found a couple places we wanted to go, but and hang out and check out. Not necessarily film, but maybe film on, I don't know. But that's why I want to jump on and do at least a live. And then if we go, I can film and then have, you know, some footage of like a day date. So, Jane, good day. Hello from Mojane, MOA. British Columbia's in the house. Who is that? Steffi, what is up, Mama? Hey, I see you. Brenda, nice to see you. Exactly. That's it. But you're sitting on the back porch, and the swing's right over there in the terrace, and part of the intro. Liverpool, UK. Night, yes. There's June. Good morning, June. More down by the river. What? Down by the river? Well, I was telling Julia today, Yolo from Gulfport, Mississippi. What's up? Today's the days where I wish I had like a little john boat. I bet you one day I'm going to get me a little john boat. But like today's the day where it's nice out, it's got a nice little breeze. It might be a little bit choppy, but we can go cruise down the river and just find, yep, Zoe's neighborhood. Find like little spots, you'll pack up some lunch and just find little beach areas, hang out for a little bit and relax and just, you know, check out the different places up the river. So, Zoe's playground, that's right. June, you were wrong about what? Good morning, Patricia. Happy Sunday Fun Day, that's right. Happy Sunday Fun Day. Good early afternoon, LRG says. Going back. I'm trying to rewind the chat, I missed someone. That's funny. Little buddy. I was telling Julia yesterday. That was awesome. That was awesome. What is up, Judy? What are you doing with Tubetown? Well, it's sitting. I was there yesterday. I was actually going to get some stuff. Oh, driving to the zoo, sick. Flipping driving to the zoo. I was gonna get over there, but I went and saw Levi. He was zoned in on his game, so I wasn't gonna do a live. I was gonna do a Tubetown live. I kind of want to do it with him, but then I went over to Tubetown. I was like, man, I really don't feel like weed eating right now, and I needed to do a service on Otis, and so I think tires low in air, but so I didn't want to do any, you know, I didn't want to get into like if I got into it, it was already like 3 o'clock, so I just didn't. And then I went down to Tubetown, and boy, like I said on yesterday's live, I'm gonna that thing that I'm surprised all the haters hadn't went out there and like ragged on it, like, oh, look at it. Like I gotta take all the flags, they're pretty much shredded and ruined and faded. Gotta take them down. The sign fell off the tree. The Mother Nature vandalized Tubetown, and I told people in the live yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'll do the thumbnail for the old clickbait thing, and people are like, what? And like, well, it's Mother Nature, and me just not being there, and the mayor on vacation, you know. So, all right. So yes, I did, William. I did go to Tube Town. It was just too late, and I knew if I started getting into it, like again, I would have been. It would have just been. I mean, I should have. But again, I just didn't want to sit there and weed eat again. It's like, ugh. What's up, John boy? Yeah, I bet you you guys are gonna have fun flipping. What's y'all? Kelly. It is. It's a beautiful day today. Like, me and Joy are talking about going to a couple different nature things. There's a couple different like nature, like walk. That'd be cool. Like I love obviously nature, but so I mentioned like going to the. I don't know if they're open today, but going to Willis and going to the botanical gardens. I'd actually film that because that'd be cool to show everybody. Because that's not far. People could go visit that. So, first snowfall this morning. Oh, Rosie, that's no good. Oh man. Well, it's sunshine here. It's sunshine, probably like 80 with a light breeze. What up, John? Oh, so cold in Pittsburgh, Burr. It is. It's a nice day here. It is. I can't complain. But like I said, me and Joy want to go do something like a day date. And then I may or may not film it, but that's why I jumped on for a live. Jumped on for a live. See the eye? See the cat's pupil? I'm about to take down these branches soon. They're getting pretty gnarly. Whoa, Carolyn B. You're amazing. No, you're amazing, Carolyn B. Carolyn B with a $49.99 super chat. Man. High five, Carolyn B. Big hug. Oh, come grab the chair and even squeeze it tighter. I appreciate that, Carolyn B. Thanks for everything you do. It is perfect Florida weather. It is. Like today's a good day to be working outside. Like tomorrow when I get to the track, I'll be in the skid steer running a bunch of bales out to where they can start getting washed. Get those going, and then so try and I'll get some stuff filmed for tomorrow, or maybe today for tomorrow. Depends. We'll see. We'll see. We will take that and use that for the day date, Carolyn B. Thank you so much. You're amazing. I know it sucks. I know, Rosie. But no, back to the question earlier about Tube Town. It's just I'll get back out there. Like I mentioned in the live yesterday, if you weren't on the live, if you don't watch the replays, however it works, it's just full on race. You know, it's the largest amateur motocross race in the world. So, and I'm a pretty big part of it, and therefore, and I love every minute of it. That's why I've been trying to get videos there, like just doing the same thing I do all the time. You know, just trimming, cutting, mowing. Excuse me. But you know. Just having fun, trying to make you laugh. We finally had our first snowfall this past week. Love the look and smell, just not driving on it. The year, get to see how my boy does in the cold now. Yeah. Carolyn B, I'm just going to give you another hug and say, enjoy that cold. Enjoy that cold. It's supposed to be cold here, like in this week, next week, and like something like a wind chill of 27. Like, oh my gosh, no. But it's okay because I'll be so bundled up. Right? I don't know, Kelly. Whoa, that's even worse, Vicky O'Brien from Iowa. 27 degrees, feels like 14, but no snow. At least if it's going to be that cold, at least you could have snow, right? Like, man. So, like, and that's where it's like here. It's like, man, well, if it's going to get that cold in Florida, let's at least give us some snow. William says, come on, everybody, give a thumbs up. Where we at? 64 likes, 68 current viewers. We've had 118 people on here currently with an average view duration of 4 minutes. And chat revenue, $49.99. Shout out to Caroline. Ooh, that rhymed. Oh, man. Oh. But yeah, definitely. So one of the places we talked about going, some people might know, but no, I'm sure Joanne knows about it, but it's actually halfway between here and, well, more towards Gainesville, but Payne's Prairie. There's actually wild horses out there. But go walk around Payne's Prairie, and there's some other like nature trails that she found. I was actually looking for different events. There's a lot of festivals that are next weekend, but I'll be tied up pretty much starting tomorrow every day until after the event's over for the first 2 days after the event to make sure all the trash is cleaned up so the birds don't spread it, and then I'll take some time off and then get back out there and help get it all picked back up and cleaned up. But for the most part, yeah, it's go time, which I love it. I'm trying to. I thought about trying to do, like somebody mentioned about doing a YouTube Shorts. Same thing on Instagram. I've been trying to get more on the Instagram role, but I'm just not a social media person. I wish I was better at it. I'd be so much more successful if I was, especially if I'd have been doing it back when I started doing my traveling and the riding. Billy, right on. What's up, man? Good to see you. Darlene. Oh, really? Darlene, that's awesome. Was that a race? Or was it like a show somewhere? That's something I guarantee, like, as the channel grows, there'll be more and more people that would have either seen me at a show at an arena or a stadium somewhere or at a fair or, wherever. It's, that's what's cool. We were talking, so yesterday, as a matter of fact, Whiskey Jack was on with an individual that was on some overseas tours with us. It was wild. I'm still like reflecting about some of that. Some of that stuff was just insane. Happy Sunday, Ninja Puppy. Good to see you. Vicky O'Brien. Yeah, I'm not sure. But so you don't have to be on, from what I understand. All you have to do is be subscribed. So to be gifted a membership. So I believe you can. I've never been gifted one, but I think it's because of the fact that I have the setting turned off. I might have to go turn that setting on. I don't know. I never found it. But so we're going to 4 overnight. Rosie says, Rosie, y'all just keep that cold talk to yourselves. I don't even want to think about it. Is Otter Creek Train Fair doing train fair? I do not know. I'm pretty confident Zim won't ask me for any help in that. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just gonna have my own event at Tubetown 2.0 if there happens to be a festival. That way, I'll have my own festival next to that festival. Love you much, makes me happy. I appreciate that. Again, motocross, awesome. I got to the point where like I said, you had to have money, or you had to have like sponsors and stuff to, rich friends that would be like, oh yeah, don't worry, I need to write off this and I'll give you some money. There's a lot of guys out there that did it, and got like friends or friends that construction business and stuff. I still right now, I'm gonna film some of the rigs, man. Like this race is ridiculous. It is absolutely insane. And some of the money, like the one guy, I met a guy that used to ride. It's funny because you run people that remember who I was at the track. I met somebody last year, or maybe one of the last races, and then he's like, oh, that you remember he was a kid racing when I was pretty good, but that's, as I said, you got to that point where I didn't have the money to get any faster, and then circumstances of life came about, and so therefore just the money just wasn't my God had a different path for me. I was freestyle. So all right, I'd like you go live from the races. I'm gonna try, but with the cell phone reception, I'm not sure. Welcome to Drama Llama level. Oh, June, appreciate that, June. I forgot about that. I got the Drama Llama level. Man, I'm the most horrible social media person guy. Like I've had members things for. That's why I appreciate you guys getting on there, because I'll beat a dead horse just because I really appreciate you guys. And the fact of like that's literally what. Well, I didn't do no videos, I don't think, last month on Tubetown, but like the memberships was like awesome, because that's still helping out. So I do appreciate it. Oh, right on, June. Well, again, I always ask everybody just to hey, just the view, just the like, just the fun, happiness. That was the other night. Me and Julie were sitting down, and I'll just say one of the things, but she asked like 3 things that I liked about her, and I did the same with her. And one of the things she liked about me, she says, "You're fun." And I was like, "Man, that's awesome. That really was like, yes, I want to be that way with my wife, Because life is too stressful, and trust, she stresses a lot. But you know that we equal each other out, no doubt. Number 79, thumbs up. Good. All right, saw it, Tracy. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you as well. Yeah, man. But all right, Joanne. That's my goal. You know, that's my goal in life. And one day, actually, you know who offered? I think Dina. Maybe I should have her just go all in. She offered to help with like, you know, again like with Jeremy. You know, I seen this Facebook post or not Facebook, Instagram post about the with him and Jerry Springer. He was like, man, would he love this? And I'm like, man, it is totally a Jerry Springer special. Like literally, the whole situation is 1,000% just that. And but like you know, what I was getting at, I was like, hey, you know, there's a way to post everything on. And Julie, again, she's not that great. Neither one of us are like that tech savvy, but like where it goes onto the Facebook page, it goes onto the you know, Instagram. And I don't have a Tubetown Instagram. I just have, or what you doing Willis Instagram. It's just my Team FMX Instagram, which you know, I should probably just revamp, get a what you doing, do it all, like whatever, you know. Put them all together and just like post one video and then it goes to all of them or one thing, right? And then set a schedule. Bam. And every day I have to stick to that schedule and get better at it. Oh, Christy says, happy Sunday, snow last night. Same when we were married. Having fun? Oh, but like yin and yang? They do say opposites attract. But that could be, that ain't like, you know, there could be all kinds of opposites. It could be, you know, because there's, you know, bigger people who like skinnier people who like bigger people. There are people who like other races. You know what I mean? It's like opposites. I think that's going to be more in your hearts and your spirit and your soul. You know what I mean? It's you know, it's deeper than exterior being. Does that make sense? Put a one in the chat if that makes sense. Call it what you do in Tubetown. All right. That's funny. But, so, for sure, you know what I mean? Like, for crying out loud, I tell Julie all the time, like, man, well, not all the time, but I'm like, she's like, just amazing to me and like, very attractive. And she takes care of herself. She takes care of us. She takes care of the house. Like, I don't really deserve that. People forget to how to drive. Oh, the first snow, yeah, no doubt. That's like when I'd say probably, correct me if I'm wrong, more of the snowbirds that are down and the heavy thunderstorms down here, because sometimes and sometimes they are, you have to pull over. You cannot drive in them. But I mean, they are freaking like, they are just like, you have to, you know, so just next thing you know, people are just flashers on, pulling off the sides of the roads everywhere. And that gets dangerous, you know what I mean? But that's where it's like, sometimes they're not that bad. People are acting like that, so. They do, Bill. Oh, you're talking to Bill? Yeah, no doubt. The thing about it is, though, Julia, like, oh, there's Dodo. Oh, Pickles. She doesn't like surprises, so I don't do surprises. You know, we don't do surprises. Like, I can't, like, hey, get in the car, we're going somewhere. Like, that doesn't work. I can't, like, surprise her with, like, a gift or something. Like, she just doesn't, she's just not that type, so. Mayor Willis for president. Right on, William. Appreciate that. And I appreciate the replay crew. Everybody jumps on after the fact watching this. You know, thank you guys. Thank you all. Milo, man, she's been on a comeback. We found these little packets of like just like little cat treat things, and boy, she just eats them when she wants, and she's gaining weight. She's not gonna gain much more weight, but she's back to gaining weight. She's eating, she's drinking, she's acting her normal self. Like, I mean, I'm just like, she just made a full 180. Hey, Bill, what do you have against body shops? What did Bill say about the body shop? Let me rewind it. People forget how to drive. Oh, that's funny, Kevin. Because the body shops probably get busy on that week. Or, you know, they next thing they started getting claims coming in. Oh, that is funny. Well, I tell you what, like when we used to travel up north, because my pro bro Rossi, like he's from Wisconsin. He knows how to drive in snows. He drives semis in snows. Like he's been driving all his life. And one thing he prides himself on in 7th grade, he was the best tractor backer upper in South Wisconsin, or there in Neenah, or wherever it was. But at the FFA fair, he got first place back in the tractor with like a trailer and all that. But so next thing you know, it starts snowing up north. Even in the bus, like when we had the bus, like the cool thing about the bus is you can walk up, grab the steering wheel, hold the steering wheel. He can stand up and walk away, and I can sit down and keep going because they have cruise control. And so next thing it starts snowing, or we're coming in the snow, like swap it out. You're driving, buddy. Because I mean, I have a drive in it, but I just did not like it. The good thing about it though, it's heavy. You know, you had a 35-foot bus, and you had a 35-foot trailer, steel trailer. Like you were pretty heavy, a little scary. Obviously stopping, like man, it was like. I remember coming and getting into Buffalo, no, not Buffalo, Green Bay, Wisconsin one time. And I remember getting off the exit, slowing down, like, oh, the trailer brakes aren't working that well. And then they start sliding. And I was like, oh, so I start turning, and then the wheels start pushing. So you're going straight, but you're turning, like, oh. And then so luckily the trailer brakes kind of locked in a little bit more. And then, you know, because it's all like, it's sketchy, man, especially if you don't know, you don't grow up doing it, man. And then next thing you know, you have this big old giant rig in your. Because if you didn't have somebody that drove in the snow, then you're the one that has to drive in it, because that's the only way to do it. There's a picture of that on my Instagram. I saw a couple people out there. I saw sheepdogs start following me on Instagram. But yeah, you can go back to see. You can go see my ankle and all that stuff. You can see like my other, like I said, my other career. No snow here in Thunder Bay. Y'all can have it all y'all want. Y'all can have all the snow you want. I'm gonna sit here in the sunshine. There's a couple like rain clouds up right now. It's kind of blocking the sun. Blue skies, but it's nice out. I'm not complaining. It rained yesterday a little bit on the way over from Otter Creek. It rained here in Trenton, which I was happy because hopefully it rained at the track, so it greened things up a little bit. Things are getting a little brown. So I'm hoping we get a couple rains out there before the races. Yeah. Y'all can have all that snow. I gotta get a new hat. Got my haircut the other day. Ooh. I want to shave it bald. Julie doesn't want me to. And I was talking about getting a neck tattoo. But I want to get some more tattoo work done. Actually, when I don't get new work done, I want to get a lot of the stuff finished and just kind of glossed up. I want to get this Ride for the Love with the sunset in the background, or the sunrise. You can do it either way, sunset or sunrise. But I like the yellow snow, no insects and no repellents. What is it? Reptiles, or the aliens. But yeah, that's one thing about it. Like people come down here, you better be ready for the bugs. And luckily, you know, like the snowbirds don't get to experience them as much because of the fact that they go back. But then I heard this term. I said it the other day. Somebody said it. My dad told me about it. But halfbackers, people that come down, like snowbirds come down, move all the way down here, and then they can't handle the heat, and they go halfway back and move to like North Carolina and stuff. Are there any halfbackers in here? You moved to Florida and he's like, man, I can't handle that. I gotta get, but I can't handle the cold either. And so that's funny. I know. Yeah, you guys can have all that snow all you want, all you like. I was watching, man, I got to get, man, I'm just gonna keep talking it to existence, even if that's real or not real, whatever you believe. I got to do it, but I need to look at units after this live. But I was watching this video today. I was trying to catch up. Well, just trying to catch this video. I couldn't catch up because there's several of them I haven't been able to see. But man, did he score? He has that $910 unit right now, and man, all them. I haven't got all the way through it, but the watches and like freaking like, it's gonna be sweet when I get that unit. And I'll have stuff to do on Whatnot. I didn't do a Whatnot yesterday because I don't really have nothing to sell. But that gives me more motivation to go get that unit. Just go bid on a unit. But I won't be bidding on a unit until after Minios. That's one thing about it, because I have to have the ability to go pick up the unit, and I want to film, kind of make a video going to the unit, and then getting in the unit, and then do like Jeremy does, kind of go through here and start sourcing stuff for the auctions. So, Brett and Tree says, Madam Mayor in the chat. I tried watching a little bit of their video. That's what they were doing. They were like at a I told Julie that today. I was like, let's go to like some thrift stores. Not thrift stores, but antique stores over in Williston. Let's go. You know, this is a nice day. I love my property. I like sitting here. And when I get my pond built, it's going to be even better. My waterfall and everything else. I might build a lazy river around this damn thing by the time I'm done. But it's nice to go off and like spend the day with her. So what's up, Adam? Oh, kids wear you out. Grandkids wear you out. 99 in chat. Oh, I know. We're doing good. We got, 97 current viewers, chat rate of 4, 242 people, average view duration of 7 minutes and 48 seconds, with one new member, which was June, and one super chat of $49.99. And yeah, that was Carolyn. Here, let me click that. Now I can heart it, right? Or no, I don't report it. How come it only gives me those things? No, click off that. I thought there was a way you could pin it. Oh, let me just double click it. Did I like it? No, it brings me up to those things like remove this, that. I'm like, no. Get back to live chat. Back to live chat. Well, I'm way there. Okay, there it is. There it is. They had mentioned halfbacks. Oh, okay. That's funny. Well, it's a real thing. Okay, I got you now. Thank you. Yep, halfway back. That is pretty funny. It's all good. I enjoy the heat, man. I tell you, I don't weigh myself, but I could tell I definitely lost some weight, which I'm happy about because, like I told you before, when next thing you know, it start getting hot, and you're making a video, you're not really exerting a lot of energy. Like I put on that roof, and I, up and down the loader, the ladders, just constant activity. Definitely lost a little bit of my fatherly figure. If I start doing sit-ups, I'll get a six-pack back before too long. That's funny. Man, well, you guys have all the cold talk y'all want. Yankee Ward says 46. I wonder if Douglas is in here today. Douglas, are you in the chat? He was up in Wheeler, New York. Actually, I was showing Julie the sweater. His father gave me a sweater. They gave me a sweater from I believe it's from the Historic Society that Douglas works for. And that's cool, man. Like learning histories of towns and stuff like that. I don't think we have one here in Trenton. Trenton it's 100 years old. It was founded in 1825. But or no, 1925. No, 1825. So that makes it 100 years old? No, 200. I don't know. It's anyway, late 1800s. Pretty confident. Anyway, that's what it was. But the cool thing about it is like just the history of towns, like back then, like even like like with Otter Creek, the history of all that stuff, man. That's just cool. Like I wonder if I was alive back then. Does anybody believe in reincarnation? Like, why couldn't you come back? You couldn't. I don't know. But what if that was possible? Like, and you lived in that time era. What about time travel? That would be cool. If you figure out time travel is real. Then that just throws everything off, right? There's so much craziness in this world. Is the government still shut down? Isn't the government shut down? Like, part of the government shut down, another part isn't shut down or something like that? Again, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I live in my own little reality and just try to have fun and stay in that dimension, if you will. No, definitely do not believe in reincarnation, Lucy Lou says. Yes, government is shut down. Nice to sleep in for once. Yeah, I bet, Adam. Yeah. Again, I don't know. Like, that's where it's like, for me, I'd more so say you move on. Your spirit and your soul move on. You know what I mean? And think about that. Like, and again, the religious, I was telling Julia, I'd be interested. I'll be honest. I'd be interested in learning more about Christianity, just because I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about any organized religion, you know. Um, but isn't Jesus Christianity? Isn't Jesus Baptist as well? I don't know. I'm seriously interested more, and I know I could talk to Jeremy, and I know he could teach me a lot, and you know I even considered that, you know, just kind of get a little more, you know, insight on it, you know, because I don't really know, but I do believe that there's, you know, obviously a God and more to this human person, you know, and that's my belief. Some people believe like it's over, like once you're dead, you're dead. Like, man, that's kind of, there's too much like uh, things that happen out there that kind of show you that, you know, there are spirits, you know, your loved ones are still there, you know. You know, even like what I hear recently, I've been watching these videos where it's been animals. Next to like one guy was working on his truck, his dog just starts like attacking him, but he wasn't. He's pushing away, and then boom, the jack fell. And again, it's nowadays with AI, you can't really believe anything you say. But they had a bunch of different videos, like closed caption TVs and stuff like that, where you know, animals were, you know, seeing something that was happening prior to happening and save their owners. So, but Margie says I don't believe, and again, it's cool. People can believe it. It doesn't, you know, it has no bearing. I don't think any differently of you, and I hope nobody think any differently of me of my beliefs. You know what I mean? Again, I'm pretty open as to, you know, wanting to understand this world more, because it's intense. And then you see all this stuff. You know what I mean? You can just sit there and just fill your brain with this craziness on, you know. And that's what kind of sucks about getting back on Instagram and like posting stuff. And then next thing you're scrolling through it, and then you're seeing all this craziness, and you're just like, man. And that's why I try not to watch. I just try to watch dirt bike stuff, but then, you know, you'll get sucked in a rabbit hole somewhere, no matter where you're at on YouTube. That's why I really just like being in nature. I even, you know, as I was saying, I was telling, man, I haven't been reading chat, I'm sorry. When Zoe was just starting to walk, and she could walk pretty decent, I had the nature trail on the property. Now that the deer are old enough, I was telling Joey, I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask Zoe if she remembers it. I'm going to go back out there. I'll make a video and make the nature trail back. And, because I won't be separating the moms from the babies, you know what I mean? They'll be able to, you know, they run off and run different directions, it'll be fine. But, like, I'm going to ask Zoe if she remembered that, because she couldn't talk or nothing, but she could walk, and that was fun. Vicky says, I have a list of them. Oh, sorry about that. I have a list of them going to hunt. That's funny. Penny Duke, hope the government opens up soon. You got a trip to Puerto Rico in 3 weeks. So can you not go? Can you not leave the country or something? No one has to come back to tell me differently, but I don't believe in a life after death. Okay, well, thank you for sharing that, Margie, and that's, you know, that's fine. That's where, like I said, there's people out there who believe different things, and that's where I think us as a society, you know, we can't force our beliefs on other people, but we can talk about them. It's just people being able to have an open mind, having the opportunity to have enough, you know, sense in them to be like, you know what, there are other beliefs, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. Now, I don't infringe and try to make people believe what I believe. That's fine. You're more than entitled to believe and feel the way you want to feel. But there's a lot of things going on right now that are pretty insane in this world. I'm like, wow, it's definitely changing. So I just wish everybody would get along. More people, more neighbors would be helping neighbors. I don't like to shut down, fix my United States Air Force pension. You know, and that's what I've been hearing. It's affecting different things. That's where it's like, okay, how come? That's where it's like, we the people, can't we just? That's where I wish Whiskey Jack was in here. Man, we the people, like, can I just start the biggest revolution in the world, and like get all the Americans together, all the, you know, the people together, and like with the amount of people out there, there's enough education for us, and we could all like come together as a people, like, hey, we could facilitate all this government jobs and stuff like that, and like flush the government, overthrow the government. But no, America spends, you know, billions and billions of dollars on useless stuff, you know, instead of trying to help their own country. Like, you know, yeah, not to go on a rant here, but I just wish more people would just help other people. Like when I was at the trading post yesterday, I seen Levi, and then the one guy's always, I forget his name, he's always there. He lives there in Otter Creek somewhere. But he had mentioned the guy out front. He's like, hey man, you got any extra injector lines on you? Because he had to come in. There's a guy out front in front of the post office that broke down. His injector lines had blown on him. And I was like, oh no, I don't. But I was gonna walk. I said, I'll walk out there and see if he needs help or anything. I went out there and I don't know where he went. I seen him out there earlier on the phone when I got there, and I was hanging out with Levi. But yeah, man, people just need to help people. TSA is limiting flights. Oh, that's a bummer. Yankee Ward says big changes are coming. You know, I hope so. Maybe it's the end of the world. Who knows? It could be that, right? And we could all sing, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I'll be fine. Right? We'll all be fine. It's the end of the world, right? It's what it is. What can you do? What are you going to do? That's why I say live, love, be happy, live to love, and, love to live. Just like, was it Bob Marley said that? Julie has, Julie and Chelsea have, them tattooed opposite phrases on them. But, live the life you love and love the life you live. But, like I've always mentioned 1,000 times, man, when you help people, it helps. What's up, Selena? It just makes you feel good. I challenge anybody out there. You don't have to believe in what I believe in. You can be one of those haters. But, go find somebody you like, or somebody that's less fortunate than you in your area, and give them water. Like a lot of times, like the homeless, and again, I know a lot of people, I say it again, and again. A lot of people choose to be in a situation, I get it. But sometimes if I have an extra water in my cooler, and there's somebody in the corner asking for money, I ain't gonna necessarily give you money, but here's a water, you know what I mean? Now, everything's circumstantial, I guess, right? Into the upside down clown world, and that's where it's like with politics. Every politic, you can believe what you want. I don't, it's fine. I have my beliefs. I don't really say my beliefs on here because everybody's entitled to their own beliefs. But I think all politicians, all politics, no matter what, if it's the right side, the left side, and they're acting like a bunch of children right now. They can't get along. And they're shut down. You're affecting the people of America, or you're like what, like, so, like it's just sad. And so therefore now the people of America, I'm sure there's going to be people on the right side and people on the left side. Well, you're both being affected because of your stupid ass government. Well, y'all need to, y'all need to come together as people and like help each other. You know what I mean? Not have this feud and this like, oh, I don't like them because they like that person or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I've said 1,000 times, we're all human beings and we all bleed red. And man, if one of you are an alien, you can just email me and you can just tell me in secret. I won't tell nobody, but yeah, I believe in aliens. So if you don't believe in aliens, that's cool. You don't have to believe in aliens, but to me, I'm like, well, there's too much other stuff out there, and we can't just be the only thing. I mean, we are aliens, right? When we go under the ocean, we're aliens to all them fish down there. So we're all just aliens. That's right, Sheila. Remember that King Solomon wasn't so wise. What wise man would put up with over 700 mother-in-laws? I don't know anything about that, actually. Shelly, songs that caught live lately. And watch later. Yeah, so you can only comment. Yeah, you can't comment in the chat. You can just comment in the comment section, Sheila. Just so you know. So you can still do a comment. You just won't be able to comment in the chat because the chat isn't live anymore. DC is now the world's largest circus. I would agree with that. Again, I would agree with that. People I know for a fact there's people here in this chat or people in in the replays or whatever that we have different political beliefs, and that's cool. You guys are the ones who can understand and accept that fact that, hey, I believe this, you believe that, but you know what? We're not here for any of that. And I feel as if, you would come together as a community, okay, let me ask you this. Here's one for you, man. I'm on a preach thing, ain't it? This is one I wouldn't pay to go see. I don't understand that one there, Christy. But look at this. For example, and it happens, and it's very unfortunate when it happens. Major hurricane, a tornado or something rips through a town, tears it apart. Everybody's coming together, helping each person. Everybody, nobody, not a one person is saying, you like this person, so I'm not going to go over there and help you, or you know what I mean. That's humans helping human beings. You know what I mean. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. When it comes down to, say, for example, that you go out there and you help those people. Like I mentioned 1,000 times, I know, and I'm pretty confident. I can't speak 100%, but if there was, I don't want to say that. Let me just say this. There isn't anybody out there in the world that if they were in, and I mentioned this before about the neighbors of Tubetown. Even though I had the trespass some more, if there was something dire straight that went on over there where there was, a need for help, I'm sorry, that's just the way I am, and I would go help, if in a life or death situation, obviously, you know what I mean. I would, whatever, if they didn't like it and they wanted to go ahead and put arrest me for trespassing or whatever, it doesn't matter. I went over there because it was a life or death situation, and that's my point. We're all human beings. Now, when you get into the stuff that's going on with, for example, Jeremy and all the things that those people are doing and defaming, and that's where it's like, okay, well now the repercussions are the legal system. The repercussions are the law. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate for those people. You know what I mean? Because there are, wherever it's at in that, I don't know where it's all at or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm sure I'll probably get the cliff notes from Jeremy whenever he gets down, or is he already down? Who was in the chat yesterday when he wanted me to come to the office to talk about some stuff? 111. Oh, awesome! I seen 1111 today too. So, I got you, Rosilla. Yeah, right. Okay, I got you. The circus. Mm-mm-mm. Exactly, LRG. One black child, one white child, both drowning. Say both. Hey, you know what's weird? Here's something weird. Okay, I'm just gonna chat for a little bit. Joy's been reading a lot. She went to the library. She read like 4 books probably in the past 3 weeks. Then she'll go get another one. But when I went to go to see the chiropractor, they have this new check-in thing, right? And they ask a bazillion questions. But here's something that's was weird to me. When I ask your ethnicity, where it's like Hispanic, African American, Caucasian, there was no Caucasian on there. It was non-Hispanic was the one that you checked. I was like, I read like 3 times, like, well, I guess I'm not Hispanic, so I guess I'm going to be that one, because I'm not African American. I'm not, I had a list of things on there, man, and it was ridiculous. It's such an information grab, is what it is. That's exactly what it is, and you can say what you want, but like to go see the chiropractor, they don't need to know all of them. They want to know my annual income. They want to know. I just kept it next. Some of them were red dotted where you had to like do fill some things in, but I'm like. And then what are they gonna do? They're gonna go sell all the information to somebody else, and this like, boy, that's why I just want to get further in the woods, live off the land, and let the outside world do it at once, and I'll just stay inside my. I want to get like 100 acres with all my family and friends on it. They want to do the same thing, and then freaking just leave us alone. We'll live in Willis world. Michelle, how you checking in? Good afternoon. Yeah, right, Rosilla. It was a total racist form. I'm probably gonna go back next week just to double check. It's pretty, man. It's so much better. Neck is still just a little stiff, but I probably will go back. The last time I was there was 2019, and now I'm back to 2020. Because I know when I need a neck adjust. I know when it's jammed up. But I probably will go get one more little, and then. But man, I'd like to go. There's other things on there that didn't make no sense. I'm like, why are they asking these questions? No, I'm telling you. ultimately, it boils down to this. Let me tell you what it boils down to, everybody. And maybe this will make me go viral. And hopefully it won't make me go missing. Probably won't make me go viral or go missing, but still. It's all up to our military leaders from every single branch and the military who controls all the billions of dollars of military fund, of military equipment they had to build the strongest army in the world, if that's still the case. And those leaders need to direct the men, the patriotic men. I don't care what that dang government person's saying to us, because I know that's wrong. I don't care if I'm going to lose my things right now. The American military needs to take back America. And you can take that one to the bank. All of American military. And it starts with, every branch. Now they, I don't know what it is anymore, but that's who could. So therefore, a politician can't send in, and I know, again, I'll probably touch a couple, people the wrong way here when I say it, you know what I mean? But in all honesty, I don't know the exact situation as to how all this deportation is going on. People here illegally, from what I understand, they're trying to deport the illegals that have the criminal record, stuff like that. And again, I don't know the specifics. I don't want to get into it too much, but I think if there's people who got here, right, and they've established their lives here, and they've shown themselves as being a productive, and I'm talking about this before, a productive citizen in society and doing what they can. I think they should go ahead and start a I know there's a system already put in place to be able to become an American citizen, right? There is a system put in place, and a lot of these foreign riders have to do that to stay here and ride and race and perform and stuff like that. But I feel as if, well, they should, especially if it's a family, right? Like, they should kind of like, okay, well, here's the process. Let's put them in a side saddle over here, and let's worry about getting the criminals and the bad people out. Now, are they doing that? I don't really know. I'm not watching the chat. I apologize. But if they are, I think that's the way I feel it should be. But ultimately, going back to what I said, the military and the leaders, TTV Matty XX. I've never seen you before, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, that's what needs to go on. They need all the policing, all the people who are in authoritative figures. Because then what happens? Then what? If you get the people against authoritative figures, then you're gonna have a civil war. That's stupid. How dumb is that? You know what I mean? Then you're gonna have brother fighting brother. Back to what, let's hope history doesn't repeat itself. But ultimately, that's some of the things I've seen and videos I've seen, and some of you may know or know not what I'm talking about. But one of the things that being said that caused started the end of the world was dogma. And if I understand correctly, dogma is inter-conflict, right? And that's what's going on right now in America. Let's just face it, that's what's going on. There's a lot of inter-conflict, obviously, with the government, the red side, the blue side, the left side, the right side. It's just people, we just need to, maybe social media will turn like this revolution into, something good. Because unfortunately, it's a me society, right? And so people just forgot like what it's like to help others. And that's what's, not everybody, but a lot of society. This generation, I'll be honest with you, this generation growing up is, luck. And the one thing that keeps me solid with that is, luckily, I have Chelsea, and then they have Lauren, who's 16, and Zoe. And I know the way they're being raised, I know there's still hope, because I'm hopeful that there's still other parents and grandparents out there that are still raising their kids and their grandkids and instilling the core values of family and helping others into. And it's not all about you. It's not about materialistic things. You can't. Why do I want 10 cars? Some people want it. And if you can afford it, great. Me personally, I wouldn't want that. I'd like to, like with Josh Hill, I'd like to go find somebody who deserves it, get them a car, get them a job, get them a house. Like there's people out there to do that right now. Influencers, man. Like that's the type of influencer I want to get myself to. Let me try to go back to chat. Bingo, Willis, nailed it. It's been happening. Hopefully it is. 100% right. So no one. Why do we have different departments in our governments so not one person controls what goes? Well, exactly, but they need to work together. The deep state union party is going bye-bye. Yeah, I don't know. Again, and I don't want to get, we're not getting really political here, so I don't mind us talking about this because it's more so about um, human beings and politics because it's we're talking about both sides here. You know what I mean? So, and I appreciate everybody out there being able and willing to like, hey, we can, because I promise you, there's people in here that are on either side in this chat. There's going to be someone on this side, someone on that side, and that's so awesome that we are still the people in America or in this world, I should say, because we have people from all over the world that can still agree to disagree, but still have a civil conversation, talk about things. I tell you, me and Whiskey Jack, um, our relationship started off as and I had no idea who he was until later on when we talked, but it started off with us fair handshake. We can agree to disagree on the subject, and that was fine. And so, and then we started talking, and he started sending me different information and different things to like open my eyes up and to read. Some things were like super long. I didn't get to all of them, but just kind of like help you understand things differently. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know and you don't get educated on different things, how are you ever going to know? You're only going to believe what you're told or what you think. And if that's not the truth of the reality of it, then that's where we're kind of not opening our eyes, because hey, there could be something somebody else does and believes that I'm totally against, but they could show me a different side of something or open my eyes differently. And I could be like, well, I do now see that, and I hope there's other people out there, which I'm like I say, I'm kind of getting at and ranting, is like, I believe you guys are, if somebody could genuinely show you something different and you would be willing to, hey man, I can see that differently now, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about money and politics, Wise Al. I agree with that. And that's what's so silly. It's like we have all these homeless people. We have, again, a lot of them like it, a lot of them want to, but a lot of them are right now, because of politicians, are becoming homeless. Did I see this correctly? Now, let me know. This could be like some kind of AI joke or some ridiculous thing. But it's saying now in California, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys can laugh at me if you want. You can be like, man, you got duped. But I saw this thing where it's saying California, kids up to 16 now have to be in a car seat. Is that true? Is that true? Tell me that. Okay. Put a 33333 if that's true. If that is true, that way I'll see it, and then we can elaborate on it. But Willis, here in Canada, we have to live. They're so corrupt, they help it. Oh yeah. Okay. Shirley. What was I just asked about saying 333? That's how my mind just started bouncing. Let's say we were just talking about Wisconsin. What did I just say to say 333? LRG, help me out here. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. Thanks, Carolyn B. Carolyn, you got my back. I appreciate you. Yeah, is that true? So Shirley says that is true. In California, they passed a law where kids up to 16 have to sit in a car seat. Not a chance that's true. Okay. California and 16 years old in a car seat. I don't know. Somebody says it's true. LRG says absolutely. LRG saying you're duped. Well, that's interesting, Margie. Well, good. And that's what America's about. You're allowed to protest your beliefs. The problem I think is going on now, and I'll say it because there's plenty of video proof out there. People are and they're going and destroying other people's property, and they're like, that's them not having, like, okay, I saw this one clip, and this could be fake too. There was a bunch of like teenage girls who probably just, I don't know, but they're all like barking. They're barking. They're literally barking at the people trying to protest whatever they're protesting. I'm like, what in the hell is am I seeing right now? You know what I mean? Like, so that's where it's like that's that divide, But if that is true, there's no way it's true. I don't believe it. Okay, in California, I've not heard that. Patricia says. Okay, so again, that's probably like some kind of joke or whatever, which it's fine. But yeah, I hear like taxes and stuff. It's just crazy. But then no different riders that live out there. Like maybe it depends on where you live in California. Maybe some areas of California are completely different than other areas of California. I don't know. I know like New York City is completely different than Wheeler, New York. So, well, I know, Karen. That's what was so like random. Like I was like, and again, shame on me if I didn't really believe it. I saw it. I'm like, there's no way. That's got to be some kind of like they're just making fun of whatever kind of stuff is going on. I don't know. The way all world governments are run nowadays isn't fit for purpose today's world. They will never change. I believe, something, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Chasey, what's up? Happy birthday, Mom. Everybody say what's up to Chasey. Chasey is the first over-the-pond visitor to Tubetown, everybody. You guys remember that? Some of you viewers have been with me a long time. You guys remember Chasey and Mom? Man, I really hope you guys get to see it. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you. From all of us at the What You Doing Willis World. So, happy birthday. Awesome 86. Mom and I are terrified of watching you. I'm sorry. Again, I've been in my 1,000-yard stare. I don't call it 1,000 yards. It is, but it isn't. And it's like just my squirrels. Huh. Oh, I gotta get my right back. I gotta get my charger. I forgot. Stand by and enjoy the eye. I knew I should have cut it. I'm almost back. I'm back. Whoa. That fell. Oh, don't die on me. All right. We made it. Whew. Man, I gotta start exercising. I need to ride my dirt bike more. I don't have my microphone on, so you guys couldn't hear me over there. Okay, so Michelle Howe says starting 2027, children ages 8 to 16 must pass a 5-step seatbelt. So basically, they're just gonna have 5-point harnesses. All it's gonna be. Well, you know what? That's just strapping you in tighter, I guess. So. Yeah, I believe that, Again, that was just something that, gotcha. Like, gotcha. Oh, yeah, it's your birthday today, too, isn't it, Adam? That's right. Happy birthday to Adam. Happy birthday. That's where you got to sleep in, huh? What are you doing today? Like I said, that's why I jumped onto the live, and then I'll probably hang on here about another 20 minutes or so, maybe. I don't know. Just because of the fact of maybe I'll go to 2 o'clock. And then, I said me and Julie are going to go on a day date. And shout out to Caroline B. We got a $49.99 super chat. Currently 99 viewers, 1 new member. That's going to be June. 443 views, 103 current viewers. Chat rate is 7 and 12 minutes and 4 seconds current view duration. Okay, so if you're under 4.7, well, I mean, I agree with the height and stuff type of situation because it's like rides, you know what I mean? Certain rides you can't ride because the safety harnesses won't hold you, you know what I mean? You can slide out. That's not good. 163 thumbs up. Now let's get to 200. I feel sorry for Megan Fox. I'm not sure why. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not up to date with everything that's going on. At this point anymore, I'm so behind and lost. I don't know. There's whatever things are happening with, the court case and stuff. But as I said, I'll get clip notes from Jeremy. I can call him and ask him right now. I'm sure he'd feel me right now. I just, you know, I like watching this. I like watching the. It's funny him, George and Christian going to the thing. It's funny. They're funny. They're just fun to watch. And the goofy stuff he says, and then his hair like, I'm going bald. It's like, I know, me and him are having a balding contest. I think I'm beating him in the back. He might be beating me in the front though. That didn't sound too good, did it? He might be balding in the back of his head more. I might be balding in the back of my head more than he is. And he's balding more in the front of his head than I am, I think. I mean, actually, no, he has a lot longer hair. I mean, he has like a full head of hair, in my opinion. I could grow my hair out pretty good all around, but then I got a thin spot. I had to grow it out really long on the sides and then pull it all together and go back to my mohawk days to cover the thinningness. That's why I said I'm just gonna go all bald. If I get tattooed on my head, that'd be cool. Karen says, I like your non-drama channel. I appreciate it. Well, that's cool. That's the fun thing about watching, Jeremy and when you're doing storages. Now, obviously, he talks about the things that are going on and different things that are happening, and with, again, that is relative and relevant to his life, his story, and everything that's happening. So, you know what I mean? That's obviously him recording his life and telling people what's happening. But they looked like, they definitely were like, it was looked like it was cold, it was raining, hoodies on, so. That's wild. All right. The comb over look. Yeah, I know. Right? The man bun cover up. That's funny. Yeah, if I had a man bun, right? Ninja puppy. It was quiet. I don't know. Like when I was there at 2 times yesterday, I wasn't there too long, but it was quiet. It wasn't. It was quiet. I used to do breakdancing when I was a kid. Wasn't that good at it, but I could spin on my head. I could spin on my back, do the windmill. Who didn't do that? That grew up in the 80s. That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, look at that. See it? Ooh. The eye. Oh man. I'm watching the chat, y'all. I'm trying to catch back on a few things I may have missed. Yeah, I mean, like little people for sure. Don't meet the criteria, but that's where it's like, that's where it becomes the age thing, right? I guess you're right about that. So, if it was an age and height thing, but I think at a certain age, then it becomes all right. Well, you're not a child anymore. Oh, absolutely. I have my favorites. Actually, I just drank a bottle of water earlier. Oh, Karen says, I've watched other channels too, and expect their stories. Exactly. Well, like, with Rob, Second Sense, and I know he does videos, and, Madam Mayor and Brett, they do videos. Again, we're ultimately just vlogging our lives, and we really all enjoy and appreciate the support you all have and enjoy watching our videos. So, no, my guess back here is I used to dye my hair blonde back in the early 90s. No, mid 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s. And Julie would always do it, and man, she would. And I don't want to blame her; it's not her fault, but myself included. Just put it on thick right there, and then spread it out. And so it was always like heavily concentrated. And I did my own like ratio and all this stuff, so it probably wasn't the best thing. It like burnt my head really bad, but my hair got really blonde, so it looked cool, and so like I was like, yeah. And then now, but you know, yeah, I mean that, and I wear a ball cap all the time too. Lucy Lou. I'm almost 75. Call my grandma. Daughters don't want to drive anymore. Yeah, that's not happening. You know, there was a point in time when Julie's Greeny, God love her soul. She basically we had to have her license taken away because she couldn't make it out the parking lot without hitting 3 cars. She just ping pong out the parking lot. She had like, man, I wish. Oh man, I wish I could have got that. She had a condo right in downtown Orlando, and just a small little 1-bedroom condo on the lake there, right there, almost I-4 intersection. And I mean, it was sweet. It would have been sweet little condo to have, Airbnb it, have it to go to. Ninja puppy. Margie says they make you sit in the car seat. Yeah. Well, that's crazy. You know, again, it's different political. So now I heard it. Nah, we'll just leave that alone for now. Um, I'll leave that alone for now. You mattered us. Well, I appreciate that, Carolyn B. Again, it's I'm missing a little bit of consistency on the videos, but hopefully the lives, you know, obviously the super chats they contribute. I don't even know what I make on my lives. I need to go and like really study my analytics and go look at my videos and like how much money did I make on that video versus that video. And Jeremy's told me this before, you know, what I do in this video that I didn't do in that video. You know what I mean? And obviously anything to do with Otter Creek and the drama, well, that's the one thing I can do all the time and you get, you know, a bunch of views. But you know, analyze it, you know, how much you make on the revenue for the hour, ad revenue for the hour versus how much you make on the ad revenue for a live. Like I love making my videos and I love hanging out with you guys, but maybe I should do more lives. And that's like with all the other people. That's what they do. They do lives. They don't do videos. I mean, not other people. Like Madam Mayor and them do videos. Rob does videos, but like Tug and Megan, you know, their platform's more like a podcast type style. You know what I mean? But I really need to dive into those analytics to figure it out and try and do something. Brazil, that's funny. Right on. Well, body in motion stays in motion, Lucy Lou. Patricia loves the lives and the videos. I appreciate that. Yeah, we have about a steady between 80 to 100 people, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, that I know that like enjoy the videos and like hang out. And I get some people don't have time, some people can only like you know, deal with it for a certain amount of time. So it's just what it is. You haven't been getting ads on the lives? So that means I probably ain't making zero money on the lives. I turned, it says on, ad automator on. I wonder if the ads only come after the live is over. I wonder if that's how that works. Has anybody else been getting ads? Oh, it's all good, June. I appreciate it. So yeah, where are we at? We'll hang out for a little bit longer, just because we can. I'll actually look up at you guys now. It ain't like the chat's blazing, so. Okay, so some people are getting them, so maybe you're just getting lucky, LRG. Yankee World's been getting ads regularly. That's what's so crazy about YouTube. It's just I don't know how it works. I don't know how the frequency works. I don't know how it all works, but oh, now you're just gonna get bombarded with ads, LRG. Why would they come after we are gone? I don't understand. Oh, because people watch the replay. A lot of people come on, like you'll see in the comments. Because I always, what you guys don't see, who watch my lives, unless you go back and watch it from the beginning, you won't see me saying what's up to the replay crew, because I'm always like, what's up, replay crew? Because you're the ones that are watching this, and then when it pops up on my computer screen here, that's when I know I'm live. What you all can see. So. That's just good grandkids being good grandkids, Lucy Lou. You know, same thing. You know, with our grandmother, and like it's just it's good that I'm thankful to have family that can lean on me and I can lean on them. Like because there's people out there that don't have family. And that's they have friends. It's like, and so I'm very blessed to be able to just have family. The hamster wheel is running, but the hamster's dead. That's funny. No, but look at Jenny B. She's not in the chat, but it was funny when she came to Half Meal Time to Grill. She was wanting. She was. I think it was on one of my videos, but she was wanting to get in the wagon and get pulled by Hulk. And then she climbed up in that thing, got on her hands and knees, climbed up into the wagon. It was so funny. She told her daughter that she was coming down no matter what. So I believe it was her daughter, or it might have been her granddaughter. So basically, her granddaughter drove them down from wherever they stay to in a ways, I believe, out of state, to have Meal Time to Grill. Because she's like, "Where are you going? What are you doing?" Like can you imagine your grandmother coming up to you and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go see these YouTubers down in Florida." Like you're like, that's like, what? You watch YouTube? You know what I mean? Then just like take it back, and then so that's funny. YouTube don't understand YouTube. Do they send you money when you have a show? What do you? Yeah. So basically, it's all about the watch hours. Ultimately, Jeremy will say the same thing. My watch hour, and that's if I go back and compare my watch hours compared to my watch hours now, it's going to be way less. And it's that's the ultimate thing. And obviously, if I have shorter videos, the watch hours are low. But then shorter videos only getting say 1,000 views versus a 20-minute video with 30,000 views because it has to do with, that the watch hours are a lot greater on that. So that's why, if I have a lot of that stuff going on in my life right there, and that's relevant in my life, then yeah, the watch hours will jump up for sure. But yeah, that's how it works. So, all right on, Margie. Well, have a great day. Thanks for interacting in the chat. That was very kind of, as everybody. That's what we do. I don't really have nothing to talk about other than just talking. Let me see it. Oh, Ninja Puppy with $1.99 super chat. Here's some money for Chaz. Appreciate you, Ninja Puppy. Bam. There's $50 right to today's day date. Julius walked by and looked over at me and smiled. So I will. She walks out again. I might have to just like cut it a little short. Oh, we got 15 minutes. Nah, we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it to 2 o'clock. But then, yeah, I'll go figure out what we're gonna do. Can't wait. Cause now I can be like, I could not stress going and hanging out with her, filming, then uploading the video, getting it uploaded, getting it all done. Then we can enjoy hanging out together. So, so now I'll let her know we have $51.98 in chat revenue. So I'll take an advance on that, and we will go spend it and have some fun. And I might film it too, but I don't have to worry about actually pumping out the video today because I did the live. So, but shout out to Ninja Puppy, shout out to Carolina B, shout out to June. And shout out to everybody out there watching. Shout out to the replay crew. Just shout out to everybody. Shout out to you if you're here and you're cool enough and you understand life is life, and it doesn't matter if you believe this or you believe that there's something major going on, you'd be willing to help another human being in a time of need. Look at that, like at a red light, for example. When you get into a car crash, or a car crash happens at a red light, like, do people all run there to help? Most of the time, yeah. I mean, nowadays, unfortunately, some of the generations just want to sit there and film. That's not me. I would go and help. But for the most part, most people try to go to the scene and try to help. And so, doesn't matter. We watch at a faster speed. I don't know, Carla. I do not know, honestly. I know Lucy. Well, you know what's funny about Julia? She doesn't wear makeup, and like she's just like she's like homebody in the sense of like when she like just dresses up normal, like we're going to Gainesville, like she just like it's like wow. And then she like if we're going somewhere, like we're gonna be going to the Morgan Wallen concert, we got tickets, and it's not till May. Hopefully I'm not sick of Morgan Wallen by then, because I was telling her this morning, I was like, babe, we got to change the music in the morning. I wake up, she's up before me, and got Morgan Wallen playing. Now I find myself driving to work, I'm singing Morgan Wallen songs, out there in the tractor singing Morgan Wallen songs. But she's really pumping that. So, but yeah, oh, I have my favorites. I do like the eye backdrop. Right on, $1.99. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yep, that's actually where the original backdrop means Julie started doing her lives, from the back of the RV. So, but yeah, she doesn't wear makeup. She's just pretty natural. That's one of the things where, like, I see those memes before. It showed like the girl last night at the bar, the girl this morning after the bar, and like it looks completely different, because you can literally put on, you can look completely different when you put makeup on. So she looks the same. Later, LRG. Appreciate you, doctor. The best thing about her too, man, she takes care of herself. She takes care of her body. She takes care of making sure we have decent food to eat, and like you pay for the food, you pay for the medicine. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm literally just working to pay for groceries at times, and it's like, yeah, but at the same time, sure, you can eat cheap junk food, but then you're not going to be as healthy. You're not going to be, as in good a shape as you are. What's up, Rosemo? Is that how you say that? So, like I said, now I've been out there doing a lot of physical work at the track for a couple weeks. Like, I started doing this, I'll have a 6-pack back. But then again, I have a few beers too, so. And that ain't gonna change. But yeah, definitely, we'll get, not sure what we'll do. Just yet. Like I said, she picked a couple things, some ideas. But I tell you what, acorns are falling. I got my truck over there under the tree in the shade, and ting, ting, just bouncing off of it. What we got? We got about 14 minutes left. We make an hour and a half. So, but Deborah, for sure, ice cream is a possibility. You know what I bought? Okay, so here's something I bought that I shouldn't have bought. I haven't bought one of these in so long. And Julie's like, we were at Walmart shopping, and she's like, all right, you need chips, you need snacks. Show me for my lunches at the track stuff. And here pretty soon, lunches will be made every day, and we don't have to worry about bringing stuff. But I go down the snack aisle, and I bought a 4-pack of pudding. I was like, oh. I ate one yesterday, and I ate one today. I keep talking about I'll probably go eat another one today. But yeah, I shouldn't have bought that. Oh, Jan Marie, $5 super chat. Hey, Chowders from Eastern PA. Jan Marie, what is up? Good to see you, Jan. Hope all is well with you. Now, I would agree with that too, Carolyn B. I would agree with that. There are people out there that no matter what you do, sometimes people are different. Like your height, you can't really control your height. You can't control, your eye color. I guess you can control your hair color. Well, I guess you could. You can put contact. You can control it. I guess you can put contacts in. But some people are born bigger. You look at some of these farm boys, man. They're just like some big men. Like, and they'll grab you and they'll throw you into the next century. And it's just like, yeah. I would agree. The first snow today in Michigan. Ooh, TTV Maddie, XX. Patricia, hey Willis, I love your videos. Your even check videos. You're one of them. I appreciate that. I try to spread that out there. You know what I mean? Don't you? I want the world to be so much of a better place. I went on a rant earlier. It can be if we gotta get out of this me society. And so. Mary Cash, don't worry about it. You go back check out the replay. I did some ranting earlier. I guess it's a rant, but no. What I mean by that though, Carolyn B, in all honesty, I've noticed it with myself. For example, when I go on the road, right? What am I doing? I don't have a choice to have a great meal cooked by Julia, and I'm stopping at Burger King, and then for dinner I'm gonna have Arby's, and then the next morning I'm gonna have Waffle House for breakfast. And when you do that, like, a lot when you're on the road, that's when I noticed the difference. As I got older, I noticed the difference. Like, whoa, I started packing on a few pounds. they better stop eating all this fast food. But when you're on the road, you don't have the time to eat the best. So then what I did, God rest his soul, Paul Smith, um, he's the one that taught me that you can just start making wiser choices on the road when you're eating. And that's where, you know what I mean, that's something that's difficult. One, because of convenience. Two, because you're just conditioned into the convenience of, and that's good, and it's really probably not that great for you. Like, has anybody done the McDonald's hamburger challenge? Go get a hamburger from McDonald's, just a regular hamburger, and just see how long you can last. And didn't Lady find one? We talked about this before. That's why it's like, I don't know if that's the best thing to eat. The meat don't rot and don't, is that meat or what is it? I don't know. But that's a whole other story, right? I just broke open another can of worms. What up? Well, have a great birthday. Everybody wish Adam a happy birthday. Keep it going, my man. Adam's still out there riding dirt bikes. I wish I was Adam. I wish I was still riding dirt bikes. I have a dirt bike. I can go out there and ride it, but all in time. So happy birthday, my man. And I haven't forgot about the gift coming in. We'll just leave it at that, and we'll get Christmas is right around the corner. Palmer's Archer Homestead, what is up? Good to see you. Yeah. That's where it's like, again, it depends on, there's all kinds of, what I wish, and Mexican food's awesome. I love Mexican food. And a lot of it's, I guess just the type of ingredients you use, I'm guessing, you know what I mean? So, the one thing is if you go to places where, the one Mexican truck in town, last time I went there, I got chimichanga, and it tasted really greasy, using the same old grease. I was like, that wasn't so good, and probably wasn't that great for me. But then you get other ones, at different places, they're like, oh, that was good. So yeah, we are winding it down, folks, winding it down. Once again, thank you, everybody, for hanging out. This will be the video today, so everybody tonight watching the replay, thanks a lot. And grilled plain chicken and salad. Yeah, for sure. But you know what I do is I grill a steak, and I take a steak, and I eat like a steak sandwich. I just have it in a bag, and I just bite chunks of it. I mean, not every day, but I have a steak a week. But that's what I started doing. I started eating grilled chicken. And when you went to Subway, he got different sandwiches at Subway. Don't get the Philly steak and cheese with extra cheese, and at the same time, you don't even know what kind of steak that is there that they got, I guess you don't know what kind of chicken it is either, really, but whatever it is, people, just live your life to be happy, and be happy to be able to live a life, and enjoy it. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family. Most importantly, enjoy yourself, because the fact of if you can't be happy with yourself, you can't be happy with others. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you're having a hard day or something, I want you to think about how happy you can be. Just turn your thoughts around. Think about, things are hard, but everything's fixable. God puts things in our path that we don't think are supposed to be there, but ultimately you'll find out they are there for a reason. So I wish you all, well wishes and greatness and happiness, and then therefore you'll be able to enjoy your friends more. You'll be able to enjoy your family more. Just understand happiness is success, in my opinion. So Deborah says, thank you, Travis, for putting a smile on my face. Say, you got it. You bet. Oh, so that's awesome. I have my favorites. You know what? So here's something. When Joy, we haven't done smoothies in a while, which is good because the smoothies got a little bit. She started using protein. I started having stomach issues. You know what I mean? So she stopped making those. But I made a mistake of we made a week's worth of smoothies when we went to New York on a New York trip. I kept them in the cooler. Well, they go bad over time. I didn't realize that. I started drinking one. I was like, whoa, these are bad. So we had to get rid of them. But I will, Patricia. Absolutely, I definitely will. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. We were talking about after the Minios going to Cedar Key, going and getting renting golf carts, going hanging out for the day, bringing lunch, cruising around town, checking out the different houses, going to find different areas on beaches that we get to hang out at, drive across the airport again. So What's up, White Herb? Oh, well, yeah, allergy to hay. That's too bad. Yeah, um, yeah, that's. I don't know if anything I'm allergic to other than BS. Um, but I'm very thankful for that. And there might be something out there that I don't know about, but we'll do, Sheila. We'll do. Somebody's got a fire somewhere, probably across the way, across the hayfield. Somebody over there, because the wind's blowing this way. All right, everybody. Well, again, man, I really do appreciate it. Well, she did. She had a lot of organic fruit in the smoothies. Then she started putting protein after a while. For a while, it was like bananas, spinach, artichoke, strawberries. Like, I don't know exactly what the combination was, but they were really good. And they're still good, but I think the protein she started adding started like bloating my stomach. I literally felt like I was gonna die. Like I was like, Dave, I think I might have something. I think I might be dying. But and then we stopped doing the smoothies and everything's fine. So we'll do, Carter. Thanks a lot. Yeah. So if you're in the chat and you never chat, say put a hi. I never chat in the chat. Why? Just do it. Just do it. I dare you. I double dare you to say hi if you never said hi before. Say hi and I never said hi, and watch everybody say hi back to you. I promise you, you will be accepted and everybody will say hello. So if you haven't said hi, say hi. I've never said hi. Let's see it. Is there anybody that's gonna do it? If not, that's cool too. Angel Ramos. I've seen you in there before though, Angel. I have seen you. I'm pretty confident. Howdy. Lucy Lou. Black Cat. Well, but I've seen you before, Yankee Ward. Will do, Vicky. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yep, you do. You do. Where are the lurkers at? Black Cat been lurking. Yeah, but I've seen you before though. I want to know somebody who's never said hi, who we've never seen in the chat. Sometimes, like one time, somebody gifted, what was it, 50 memberships, and boy, names are popping up that I've never seen before. So it was pretty cool. Oh no, it's all good, Yankee Ward. I was trying to dare somebody to like jump off the cliff and like, you know what? I never chatted before. That's happened before. We've had people say that. We've had people say like, I've never said hi before, and everybody says hi back. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out today. It's been fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy just ranting. Sometimes I can just start talking and not stop, man. Jeez, Louise, holy cow. I didn't give them enough content to say hi. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. I appreciate that, Yankee Word. I try to be. I think I am. You know, they say young kids can tell an individual, and you know, there's a bunch of young kids out there that, you know, like my buddy Sean at work, or not work, but at the track. He does all the dozer work. He builds the tracks for the pros and all that. And he has a little young, and he has 3 of them, right? And sit there and wave to her, and she waves back. And there's other ones that, like, you know, if you're friends or whatever, you squat down like, oh, give me a hug, and come and give me a hug. And I'll tell you, here's the truth. When we were all in the mall, 2 weeks ago, me, Chelsea, Zoe. I rented us those little carts. You know, the little animals, I forgot. Me and Zoe, I rented it for me and her, and we went all around the mall. We got in trouble because we went where we weren't supposed to. We were going down the ramps. We found out if you go down the ramp and you not hit the button, it goes really fast. Yeah. I hope I didn't erase that footage, man. I need to put that in a video. Yeah, that was so fun. But I had a point to that. I usually visit Mob too, but today I wanted something there. Right on, White Earp. Well, man, what was I going at? That totally threw me off. That was so much fun. Yeah, we went through the food court, like, went up the ramps, like, hey. And yeah, I was babbling about something, but that just kind of tossed me off. Pam68's been lurking. Appreciate you, Pam. I've seen you before, though. But anyhow, I know you guys could have done better things today for the past hour and a half, but you got to hang out with me. And for the 553 people views we've had so far, I want to say thumbs up. We've had 77 current viewers. Oh, 193. Get 200 likes. 200 likes. Come on, we can get there. Let's get 200 likes before I say bye. We're only like 7 away. We got 7 of you out there. Right, and hit that like button. So hit that like button now. The chat's kind of went up. It's kind of tapered off. We've had a current. Oh, I think it's spit out. Current view duration of 14 minutes and 28 seconds, which I think that's pretty good. 77 current viewers. Chat rated 3. 58.97 super chats and chat revenue. Thank you to all you all. 1 new member. Thank you so much. And yeah, so that's that, Jack. 193. Come on, we got to get there. We need 7 more. 7 more likes. 7 more. 194. 6 more. Start saying bye. Start saying bye to all bye. I'm not hanging up until we get 6 more chats. If I got a live stream for the next 2 days, I'm not getting off until we get to 200 likes. 6 likes away, folks. 6 likes away. I'm watching it right now. That means all 74 of you liked it. I might be watching for a while, but I have to watch till somebody new jumps on. Yeah, for sure, Carolyn. Get some breakfast. Oh man, we're gonna fall short. I'm pretty sure everybody in here's already hit like. Because it's not moving. Oh well. It is what it is, right, peoples? You can like it in the replay. So thanks, replay crew. We'll get to over 200 likes. I'm pretty confident of that. Oh, 197. Oh, we just had a little jump. We just had a little jump. Come on, let's do it. 3 to go. 3 to go. That's right, Carolyn B. 3 to go. 197. When we hit 200, the slogan's coming out. 3 more. Come on. You have a great rest of your day. Jane, hit good afternoon. Hit the like button. We got 2. Oh, we got 2 more to go. You're gonna have to hit the replay crew. But thanks for jumping on, Jane. We got it. Here we go. Winding down. Right on, Black Cat. I know a lot of you do. A lot of you hit it when you come in. Here we go. Oh, wow. Here we go. 199. We're gonna get it for the replay crew. I'm watching. I'm just visualizing it turning into 200. I'm visualizing it turning into 200. I don't know what I'm doing with my fingers right now, but I'm visualizing it into 200. My fingers getting ready. Somebody like it because my fingers are getting out of control. Bam! 200. All right, everybody. Once again, if you wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here, and you matter to me. So with that said, thank you all. I appreciate it. Time to go hang out with Jules, and we're going to go spend your $58.97 on something that we enjoy to have and do together. So I love you all. See ya. Turn it off. And you got to remember now, it's still live, but it says, are you sure you want to kill the stream? And yes, I'm sure.